In this video on trig graphs, I'm just going to give you an introduction to some basic concepts, some of which we will go through in other videos. And so just to whiz through what I've written here, when you're working out the period of a graph, it's just how long it takes to repeat itself. And so, for example, a normal parent sine graph would take 360 degrees to get back to the same place that it repeats. If there's any changes, so if I asked you 3 sine 2x and I said, what's the period of that graph? Then all you do is say, what's the normal period of a graph? So in this case, you would say it's 360. That's what sine normally should be. And then you divide it by the coefficient of the x. So you divide it by 2, and that would give you your answer. So what's the period of my graph here? It's 180 degrees. The normal period of a sine and cos is 360, and the normal period of a tan, if nothing's changed in front of the x, is 180. So you can anchor on that. Next concept that is quite a common question is amplitude, which is in brackets to be safe. It's the highest minus the lowest. So in this example, if you punch it in your calculator, it's happening twice as often. And it's because of the period, and it's going 3 times as high. So it's going to go, a rough picture, emphasis on rough, looks like that. So the highest it's going to go is 3, and the lowest it will go is minus 3. And so if you want the amplitude, it's the highest, 3, minus the lowest, in brackets, minus 3. So it becomes positive 6 divided by 2. So 6 divided by 2 would be 3. So the amplitude for my question here is 3. The easy way to get it is you just look at the number in front of sine or cos and put a positive, and that will tell you the answer. So I can look at this and see the amplitude is 3. If the equation was going the wrong way, or if there was a minus sign here, I would know that it's going the wrong way. That's when you see that there's a negative in front. And so would the amplitude be negative 3? No, it would still just be, you could do it the long safe way, high minus lowest divided by 2, or you could just know that you can put a positive in front of that number when working out the amplitude. If there's ever a bracket, like you've started learning with compound angles, then what I like to think is what answer comes out of the bracket, like when you started factorizing. And so what comes out of this bracket, it's minus 30, so that means 30 to the left. Let me do another one. Y equals cos x minus 10. What answer comes out of this bracket? It's positive 10, so that means this graph has shifted 10 to the right. So look out for those brackets and the shiftings. And then if you're ever stuck, really stuck, and you're trying to work out 2 letters, then just sub in 2 points. Often these kind of questions you'll be missing 1 letter, and so you sub in 1 point. Or you can look and see, like I spoke about above, what the amplitude is. So you could put in the number there for amplitude, and then you'd be missing 1 letter, and you can sub in 1 point. Or, like I spoke about here, you might look and see that the graph has shifted 20 to the right, for example. All the normal coordinates of a parent graph have gone 20 to the right, so they have plus 20, so then the bracket must have been minus 20, and then again you'll just be missing 1 letter. Any graph, when you're missing 1 letter, you sub in 1 point. I hope that was helpful, just to get a little bit more of an overview of what's going on with trig graphs. If you found this helpful, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. Thanks.